Well, hello there. This is Todd and Luke from the Scoundrel's Cantina, and welcome to episode 15 of the Bad Batch. We're joined here by Jedi Knight, Iron Inquisitor, Task Force Mando, and Art by AK. So, before we begin, guys, do you want to say something about the episode? Who's
Okay.
gonna start off
They're
first?
gonna have to rebuild. They're gonna have to rebuild the spa on Kamino now.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
definitely.
And Disney just ruined a whole bunch of stuff that could be canon.
I think
I mean,
Disney
there are
went.
other cities.
I think Disney went too far this time,
Why? What do you mean? What do you mean too far? Specifically?
destroying Tapoka City. That was such a sacred place, and they may have gone too far.
Especially for
Yeah.
us, though, right?
Mm-hmm. The Kamino
Yeah, but the thing is-
Uprising would never happen, and Force Unleashed will never happen. So, way to go, Disney.
Well, technically, that's not actually true because Force Unleashed 2 doesn't happen in Tapoka City at all. It happens in Tamira City. Yeah, I'm deep into the lore, just so you know. And so yeah, it's Tamira City, and there are quite a few places in Kamino where it can happen. Force Unleashed could still be legit because of Tamira City, and even Cody ends up over there as well, just like they added to the lore with the Force Unleashed 2. And what's even cooler is, I mean, in regards to the Kamino Uprising from Battlefront 2005, this happens in 19 BBY, and the Kamino Uprising happens in 10 BBY. So it's basically a 9-year difference, and I guess some other Kaminoans could rebuild part of the city. I don't see a big continuity error there. It can all be fixed because of the big time gap. So I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, that's what happens later. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Could
Yeah,
be.
that could fit together.
So, what do you guys think? Is Cody gonna show up in the final episode? You know,
Honestly,
personally, I don't really see it happening.
I couldn't tell you. There's probably
Maybe
a
it could be
chance.
a season 2 thing. You never know.
I
Yeah,
mean, they said out the clones. Go on.
No, just go on. I didn't say anything.
No, Luke.
Yeah.
Go on.
What I was going to say is, I think it's going to happen in a similar manner to season 1 of Star Wars Rebels, like back in 2014. I'm guessing they're probably going to, if they're going to add Cody at the end of the season, it's probably going to be a short appearance, like at the very end of the last episode. Like, let's say they're bringing someone in who needs to take down the Bad Batch. Like, let's say that the Empire considers them a bigger problem now. And they're like getting in an expert who knows them, which is Cody, since he knew them in the Clone Wars. So I'm guessing it's going to be like the appearance of Vader in Star Wars Rebels at the very end of the season. You know,
Yeah.
like he literally appears and says a single sentence, and it's the end of the season.
Yep.
You have to wait for
Clearly,
season
that'd be
two.
the cliffhanger. He's like, all right, now I had to take care of this. And it just cuts off right there.
Wait, as much as I remember, Vader was actually shown in episode 1, right? Of Rebels.
True, but it wasn't in the.
I
They
mean,
had
he was a
two
hologram.
separate releases for Vader.
Yeah. That is right.
Like the first time I watched episode 1 of Rebels, there was no Vader, and later when I watched the full season in 1080p, like the full version of it,
Mhm.
they had the added scene of Vader in the first episode with the Inquisitor. So yeah,
And you're telling him to hunt like the children of the Jedi, or no, the children of the Force, or something like that.
I mean, the reason why I didn't see Cody right now is they said themselves all of the clones were moved from Kamino to other places all across the galaxy. So I don't think we'll get him this season. Maybe like a second of him, second or two, or just his name.
probably.
Yeah, probably.
You know
I
what's
mean,
really weird? Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Before Vader, I think the Inquisitors are going to show up rather than him, like right off the bat. I think they're gonna keep him for the good parts. Later
I
on.
don't know. I mean, Inquisitors hunt down Jedi. That's their only purpose.
That's true, but then again, we'll see.
If they add a Jedi to the series with the Bad Batch, like some random surviving one, we could get an Inquisitor or Vader. I'd like that.
Yeah, especially
Definitely,
if like that Jedi that they add into the series, if they add him at all, joins up with the Bad Batch, then it could be very plausible.
Yeah. You know what else would be cool?
Mhm.
Which I think would be a very, well, wasted opportunity is, as you can see, it's already like a few months, let's say it's half a year after Revenge of the Sith, and they're already changing clone troopers to stormtroopers and recruits instead of clones. I think that they're kind of going too fast with it. Like, I wasn't expecting that, seeing in this episode, in episode 15, them already changing the complete clone trooper guard with the TK troopers. Already.
I
Like,
think I
Yeah,
do
that's a
agree,
bit too
but
fast.
it's like they already had these recruits already been in training the whole time during the Clone Wars. It's like it doesn't make sense. It's like, well, you're already facing all the clones, and yet we just happen to have millions of human recruits right here. It's like, how do you gather them up? Though, gather them up all quickly.
I mean,
yeah,
it is Palpatine. He does plan for everything.
Yeah, that is also true.
true, but the thing is, I wouldn't expect them, like, in episode 14, we saw them for the first time, and I was thinking it's probably just one, or like, let's say if there was like 50 facilities of them in the galaxy for now. Like, they're only starting with it. Yet in the next episode, which literally happens right after this one, just simply because they introduced them in episode 14, they already moved them to a major Imperial facility, which is on Kamino, and they took over completely instead of the Phase 2 clone troopers. You know,
Yeah,
like,
but
it's too fast.
that is true. But there's very little of them. Even in the episode, you can see the episode has a big budget. They can animate so many troopers, but they actually just showed very little, like maybe 50 of them, the tops.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think it's kind of a wasted opportunity if we don't see more Phase 2 clone troopers, and in general, like, some legions or battalions. You know, the 501st would probably be the biggest miss, although I wouldn't complain seeing the Galactic Marines or the 212th or any of them as clone stormtroopers. You know.
Uh, well, the only battalion I want to see is Vader's Fist. Better tell 501st.
Yeah, that would be good enough, honestly.
You know what I would really love to see until the season ends is a bit more of Captain Hauser.
Oh yeah, although I doubt we're gonna see him again.
Maybe
Yeah, I
season
know,
two,
I
season
know.
two most likely.
It's gonna be season 2 then.
Could be.
You know, I did a poll a few days ago when this episode came out. Like, which character is most likely going to appear until the end of the season? The options are basically Cham Syndulla, Martez sisters, Rex, Wolf, Gregor, Cody, and stuff like that. Of course, everyone says Rex. I think it's obvious that he's going to appear for the season finale. But I'm still hoping to see at least Wolf, or maybe Cody. Who knows? I don't know.
I think we'll get Wolf because he's one of the favorites for Dave. So
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got Gregor, so Wolf's not too
Mhm.
far off, So then they get to, reunite just like they did in the, so they get together just like in the Rebel series. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Tell me, can you guys see the screen?
Yeah. Everything's
All right,
good.
Yes.
awesome. Awesome. All right, so let's get into it.
Okay. So basically, I think we should just skip to the most interesting parts of this episode. Like, we don't have to go through all of that like immediately.
Yeah, definitely.
The major stuff is, I would say, the plot twist with Crosshair's inhibitor chip and stuff
definitely.
like that.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I thought he still had the inhibitor chip, and
You know what I like about that? It kind of pays homage to the expanded universe with Order 66. Like, let's say not all clone troopers executed Order 66 because of their chips. Maybe some of them really just wanted to.
Definitely. Imagine the clones who served under the Krell.
Yeah.
Well, they would
Survivors
execute them
does
on the
help.
spot, just like, boom.
Definitely.
I
Anyone
think
who
they-
survived
Star Wars.
Krell would execute any Jedi.
I think this gives
Because
it.
not all Jedi treated their clones with respect and dignity, like most, like what we see with Anakin or Obi-Wan or even Plo Koon. It's like there's other Jedi out there that mistreated their clones, and when
I
Order
mean-
66 happened, they're like, okay, we'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean, Mace Windu himself, he was I don't want to curse, but he wasn't that fan of clones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we could talk about the fact that they actually reused the Kamino theme from episode 2?
I
Yeah,
thought
that
it
was
was
awesome.
episode 3.
That was a
Yeah.
really nice touch.
It was
Guys
a
are
good
cool.
addition of it.
Do you guys think that they added the music simply because this might be the last time we see Kamino in their official Disney canon?
Possibly.
Probably.
They, or maybe they just paid
It would
homage,
make sense to me, yeah.
or maybe they just did that because they're not planning on doing anything with Tipoca City again. So the first time we saw it, it had the theme, and now they did it, again for the last time.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was very weird since we saw Kamino in the past 10 episodes, basically. And just now we got the theme from Attack of the Clones.
Wait,
Indeed.
I thought I heard episode 3 theme when Vader is being moved to Coruscant for his repairs.
You think?
I thought in the beginning I heard that theme.
So just
Also-
before we go on, these are the Venators from episode 3, like repainted already.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we got to see them. I think we also saw them in the last episode, but we got a better look at them now, and
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the Imperial style of Republic ships from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Really nice.
The sad thing is actually the same clones that defended Kamino against Separatists 2 years ago, actually 2.5. Or two,
Oh, yeah.
actually about 3 years from now.
Yeah, 22,
I
22 BBY.
They're the same people who actually destroyed it in the end, their birthplace.
Yep.
Honestly,
may
it's
fire
kind
when ready.
of what?
You may fire when ready.
Oh yeah, that was a nice one with Tarkin. Yeah, but the thing is, it was very weird just remembering the Arc Trooper episode from the Clone Wars is my absolute favorite.
Yes.
One of my absolute favorites. It's a season 3, episode 2,
And
just
episode 1 as well.
Yeah, episode 1, Cadets, was also great.
For me, I have
Yes.
to say Darth Bane. When Yoda goes to Korriban.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best as well. No, but the reason why I like the Arc Trooper episode probably the most, well, it's in my top 5, let's say it that way, is because the episode has everything that in general Star Wars has. It has a major ground battle at the same time as it has a major space battle, and it also has 2 different lightsaber battles all happening at the same time, along with some clones fighting some droids as a more personal battle. So it technically has 5 types of battles in the 22-minute episode, and just has it all. It has the best characters in them, like Cody, Rex, regarding the clones, Echo, 5s, 99. They're all there, and it also has one of the best Jedi, well, fan favorites, if I might add to that. It's like the fullest episode of Star Wars that you can have.
Dare I say it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's actually amazingly.
So what do you guys think about the pods that are shown here?
This was a new concept that I thought was actually pretty good, and it makes sense to a degree because Kaminoans have to get somewhere.
Indeed.
How else are they supposed to get to the other cities?
Yeah, I think it was
Well, not
really
just
fitting.
It was really thought out,
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
I
I
mean,
love the hidden platform. That was great.
They do need a way to escape. I mean, not all of the Kaminoans can be captured or executed by Empire. Some of them would actually survive. Just logic.
I actually searched up Kamino a bit to go a bit more into detail in regards to Kamino in general, and they basically have a. Of course, we know about Tamira City. It's just another city. There are a few more other outposts. There are like the major locations on Kamino, so I don't see it. I don't think it's very far fetched if we just imagine that in the next 9 years, the surviving Kaminoans on Kamino from the other cities just rebuilt part of Topeka City. Like, not let's say they didn't rebuild all of it, but some parts simply, and then started creating the so-called Kamino uprising, while the Empire didn't know about its existence. You know,
Yeah,
I
That
think
would
that would
actually be
a very
amazing
good one.
It
because
could have been. They could have done the uprising out of revenge for what happened to Topeka City.
Yes,
not just
would be
that,
terrible.
Empire wouldn't look at destroyed ruins.
Yeah, and they wouldn't know that they're actually building the anti-troopers as they, with the Jango Fett DNA and everything. I think that would add much more to the Kamino uprising if we consider Battlefront 2's story as
Mhm.
canon.
The thing is, they said in the episode, I believe, that the Empire now possesses all the cloning technology from the Kaminoans.
That's
So if they,
Yes.
so if they cleaned out the entire facility, like, I don't know, but then again, it could work
it could mean
somehow.
that the Empire is the only one now that holds the key to cloning technology.
It could just mean anything.
Yeah, they got to elaborate a bit on that.
You know what I while watching the episode when Omega, as they say, Omega, when they land into that special cloning room where the Bad Batch was created, I think that was a nice add to the lore in regards to the special clone troopers, like they are. What I thought they were
Yeah.
going to say, actually, instead of that, I expected her to say that they were the Sparty clone cylinders, or whatever they call them. You know, when clones grow in less than a year. That's what I actually expected it to be. Not them, but the special cloning room. Yeah, this one specifically here.
I was
Mhm.
actually surprised to hear that they were actually shipped out to be with Rex in the beginning before they would meet the team.
Yeah, that was also nice.
Imagine Gregor being with Rex.
Yeah, well, yeah, it would be cool. Also, when we're on the topic of Gregor, isn't it kind of weird that he isn't in this episode suddenly? I really expected him to be here.
Yeah, he was just like with Sid or something they mentioned.
Was he?
Yeah, they mentioned
Yeah, they
that.
left on with Sid, and they said, and Tech said that Sid wasn't too happy about it.
Too bad. I wish he had more screen time.
Mhm.
But we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it would suck if they didn't bring Rex, Wolf, and Gregor together and set it up for Rebels. I really
They
wish.
will. They will eventually. I guess.
Eventually, we'll get that.
Yeah,
But you know what? I'd honestly like them to just get it over with, and just not show them again in the series. Just simply so that I know that their stories are complete, so I can do a lore video on it and just finish it off. If you know what I mean. That's what I would prefer. Also, just want to mention someone commented in the chat.
Mhm.
While the destruction of Kamino is happening, Gregory is at Sid's being her new dishwasher. That would be ironic, honestly. That's a good one.
yeah.
But yeah, the Polynesian
I'm back.
spa's over. Try something new.
Wait, people on my back.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I don't think you were ever gone.
My connection is a bit laggy.
Mm-hmm. No, it's good. It's good.
You know what's ironic? I actually have a pretty decent connection here in Montenegro right now, which is I didn't expect that.
Yeah,
Might
but it
be
is
the-
what you got.
Yeah.
So I,
I
think this
it's better
is.
than mine.
What?
I think
I
this
think
is
your
one of
connection
the.
is better than mine.
Probably. Who knows? It's even better than my one at home, honestly. Here. Or about the same. But yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Yeah, I
It's
think
kind
this
of
is the darkest Camino I've seen it so far.
this empty.
Looks like a horror movie.
Mm-hmm. It's just missing the flashing lights, which I'm pretty
Hey,
sure
it'll
we'll
be
get to
complete.
see in the next episode.
Hey, did you guys just hear that? Like in the background? Someone riding his bike very loudly.
Yeah. A little bit.
Or
I don't
It happens.
think so.
yeah, we're next to a road, and even more ironic, about a kilometer away, we have an airport
Yeah.
by the sea. So yeah. Oh yeah, I've been enjoying the Polynesian spot here as well.
Good job.
So you have no words, right?
Yeah, just a lot of salt.
Mm-hmm. A bit of a hidden gem, wouldn't you say?
Not really. It's one. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're in the part with Crosshair. Do you guys have anything to add in general, just to this whole part?
I was surprised and actually liked the idea of him thinking that they betrayed him by leaving
Yeah.
him behind.
I thought he was gonna kill them.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he removed his entire squad, like with one single shot. He knew
Yeah.
what the Empire was doing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool.
Yeah, but then again,
One
why
of
be
those
so
badass
blinded?
things.
Yeah. What's interesting with Crosshair is, do you guys maybe think that the Bad Batch, his entire squad, didn't actually know him when they were fighting alongside each other during the Clone Wars? Maybe to me, it seems like it's as if he had his chip removed before the ending of the Clone Wars, and he knew what was going to happen. That's the way it seemed to me, in a way.
Maybe.
I mean, the first episode of the Bad Batch, when Order 66 happens, it looks like the chip is controlling him bit by bit, and then they enhance it, and now it seems the way he talks as if that's what he wanted. He just wanted to follow orders, even though the Bad Batch never followed orders in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, like
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in between, like when his chip was enhanced and up until now is when it was removed, and I'm guessing it was after the explosion of the Venator.
Yeah, most likely.
Probably.
With his wound that you can see on his head. Probably then, yeah.
Yeah, I love how he like when he falls to the ground, Hunter just goes and checks anyway,
Yeah.
like just to make sure.
I don't know, it's weird. Maybe even though he removed his chip like after he was wounded with the Venator's engine, maybe the programming just sticked in his brain right after he removed it because of the damage. Who knows?
Possibly, but then again, like when you look at the Clone Wars, he was always kind of a douche.
Yeah, he was, but it would be a cool dynamic if they can't reverse the damage. Like, they thought that they could just remove his chip and then he would be back to normal. But since he already doesn't have his chip in and is still the same, the damage is done basically. They can't change it, and I think it will make an interesting future story with them. Instead of just getting him back to the team, that would be like the simplest, lazy part of the story. It seems like they're making it a bit more complex.
Which is definitely going to be a bit more interesting than just the cliche, like, he's back,
Yeah. It's something that everyone expected was going to happen, but he's kind of back, but not fully, We'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
Who knows? We could see him dead in the next episode, for all we know.
True.
That's
Yeah.
true as well. That's the only thing that sucks about this episode is how they cut it in that moment.
Oh, yeah, when they destroyed Kamino.
I just wanted more when it finished.
Just a
No.
cliffhanger. Just
I
what
kind of
we
wish they'd
needed.
released it as a two-parter. Or in one. I mean, just give us one long episode.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I wish that the last episode is as long as the first one, like 70 minutes.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
The thing
indeed.
is, after this episode, I honestly don't know what to expect with the last one. Like with the end of episode 14, you have Hunter already captured, and now they already rescued him and even got Crosshair captured. So I have no idea what we can expect from the next one. Like, where is this leading?
It's just something new.
Probably, but for some reason, I don't think we're gonna see some you know, the legacy characters like Rex or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
For some
Yeah,
reason, I don't know.
I just wish I see Cody, but I kind of doubt it. At the same
Yeah.
time,
I thought we were going to see more of Delta Squad some Delta Squad members, but it doesn't seem that way, sadly.
mm-hmm.
But how would you guys rate this episode in general?
10 out of 10, as
It is
usual.
a 10 out of 10, honestly, but in comparison to the last one, episode 14 or 15, which one's better?
I don't know, man. They're equally great.
I think this one, just because we're about to finish the first part of the story, and we're getting more soon, so we're not done yet.
As I said, the only thing that's missing to this episode is the continuation of it.
Yep.
Seems like torture to wait until next week.
I know.
Also, these droid thingies, do you guys think that they're some prototype version of Dark Troopers? That's the way it seems to me, even though they're not.
Yeah,
Dark.
that's definitely how they look like. But then again,
I got that
They're
vibe
probably
too
like
as
the
well.
Phase 1 version of them.
mm-hmm.
The thing is, I would call them like something below Phase 0, since the Phase 0 is the one you can play in Battlefront. The mix between like Clone Troopers enhanced with cybernetics. If you guys remember those, the Phase 0.
You
Yeah, I
can call
remember
them.
that.
You can call them phase -1.
Oh yeah.
Or the
I think
negative
these
phases.
These guys would be basically like just call it prototype training
Phase P.
droid. I don't know.
And here we go. You may fire when ready.
Also, guys, did you notice the rain? When they land on the hitting platform in the episode,
Mm-hmm.
I think I've never seen such good an animation in this show in regards to the raindrops.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That looks
Also,
so
when
good.
they land with the
Amazing.
shuttle, like inside the hangar of the Kamino, like when they get Hunter to Kamino at the start of the episode, you can see rain dripping off from the back of the shuttles, like all three of them, which is amazing.
Yeah, the CG really has.
Yeah, they really nailed it with the animations.
It's gotten so good.
Also, when the Venator is just dropping from the clouds, that is freaking awesome. I love what they did there with the lighting and everything.
Just look at this shot here; it looks amazing.
Yeah, it literally can be a wallpaper.
And the thing is, let's be honest, the Venator is more cool than the standard Star Destroyer,
Of course it is.
if you ask me. I always
Yeah.
like the Venator
Yeah.
more. The design is simply just.
Yeah, it's
It
got
works.
a more interesting shape than the Star Destroyer. At least to me. And with the color, it just makes it even better.
Also,
Although, which one do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the one with color, like with the red on it and everything, or the gray one with the Empire?
I like the one with the color on it because it really feels like
Red all the way.
Oh yeah.
you're living Revenge of the Sith every day.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget the Republic
Yeah.
Navy on the wings of the Venator as well.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I agree. Honestly, like, despite how much this Dark Times era seems fun and everything, the Clone Wars era is still top. If
Indeed.
you ask me. So yeah, the red one makes it much more unique. If you play Empire at War, you can have it in any color you want. With the mods, of course.
Uh-huh. But then again,
Yep.
we all go with the red.
Yeah. So I'm guessing this is where the episode ends. When they... Just gonna skip to that part, right? When they
Yeah,
simply
it's
just-
remove-
done.
We're going through the
Crosshair.
story, yeah.
The music in this episode was one of the best so far. Especially
Indeed.
with the Kamino theme.
Yeah.
No.
So...
And
what
this
do you
is
guys
so
think?
sad when they show it up like this, like it's all empty.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I felt that a little.
Yeah. And what's even worse, the clone troopers themselves are destroying their home at the same time.
I know. And like they didn't even show hesitation, they just went through it,
Yeah. What do you guys think they're going to do with the cloning technology? I mean, in the EU, we know that they made quite a bit of different types of clone troopers. Like, they cloned General Diaz. the Dark Jedi guy. What's he called? Can't remember. They made a few stormtroopers with red lightsabers. If you guys remember,
Mhm.
Coolest
Yeah,
clones.
I remember that.
Is it coolest clones, right?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I
Is
can't
it-
remember the name off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's definitely that the coolest clones. Just type it in CUIS basically. And General Vias was cloned later on, and they made quite a few different templates. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's it on the episode. Can you just add AK back if he's there?
I will indeed. Let me just go ahead and.
I don't know
Actually,
what happened there.
no, he's not there. Looks like his
He's not
connection cut off or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If he comes back, I'll add him.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that was an episode.
That was an episode, indeed. I'm just waiting for the next one. That's all I have to say.
I want it
just
to come
think
out
it was
tomorrow.
I just wish it was longer.
I know. It's totally a missed opportunity to make it longer. You know, if nothing, I just wish they released the final episode like midweek instead of Friday or whatever.
If they're gonna do a full like a double, double episode at the end, that would be great.
Oh, that would be awesome. Like if they do 16, but it's like 16 with like 60 or 70 minutes, like the first one, that would be amazing. Just make another mini movie so we can enjoy it.
Did they do something like that with Rebels, or was it just like every season the first episode would be an hour long?
Let's see.
I remember season 2 starting off with like the Siege of Lothal. That's the way they called it, and Vader arrives and kicks their asses. Basically, they barely survive, run away, whatever. And also Ahsoka even finds out that he's Anakin, sort of, if you guys remember.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm trying to remember if the Malachor mission was extended a little bit. It could just
I
be
think
me.
I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was released. It was technically considered 2 episodes, but released all at once.
I
like
think
a-
you're right, yeah. I really hope they do that with Bad Batch here.
Yeah, that would be great, especially since this is, well, the animation simply can't be compared to Rebels. It's simply much better, but Rebels was great, but not as good as this type of animation, not even close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is just another level.
I don't know, maybe we can go through some of the comments here. And also, guys, add anything you have to say in regards to this series, episode, or whatever.
Yeah, well, the final scene of the episode was literally like somebody ordered a orbital bombardment, just like in Battlefront, but this was like way too OP.
Yeah.
I like how
Oh.
they shut down the underwater structure. to
Yeah,
take
the
it-
pillars that was holding the facility.
Yeah.
That was awesome, yeah.
Probably the most sad part about it is that Kamino was one of my favorite planets in Star Wars, especially after the ARC Troopers episode from the Clone Wars. And now you're watching the entire place that they like defended and everything. 99 died
What
for,
happened?
whatever.
Well, hello
The
there.
episode.
Oh,
Mr.
hey, you're
Back.
back. Me- What happened?
What
man?
happened to the episode?
Oh, nothing. We
Well-
just went through it completely.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on! I'm going to blow something up.
No, the thing is, add anything you want to it. If you have anything to add, just feel free. Any thoughts, like whatever.
Any private treacherous thoughts, perhaps?
Yeah, this is the fastest. This is honestly the fastest we've done an episode.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I
it
was
yeah.
done halfway there, so
Honestly, this is like the weirdest live stream that I've had ever with you guys because I'm not at home and I don't know. It's almost 2 a.m. in Montenegro and everything, and it's just so bizarre.
I know.
Like, I have a feeling like I'm in a hurry, but I'm not. I don't know why.
It's
probably
probably
gonna wake
because
up.
you have company, huh?
Yeah, I do have company. And also waking up early in the morning, going to some beaches and stuff like that. So,
Are you going to the spa?
you know what?
No, there are no words.
I actually went to natural spa today.
Of course
you know,
you
those-
did.
No, seriously though. I'll send you some images or whatever. Or
You know, I'm
maybe-
pretty sure that's the reason. Like, that's the singular reason you went there is because of the spa.
You got to have those hidden gems.
You
No,
want
the
to
thing
buy
is-
some Polynesian spa?
You guys should see it. It's basically like those rock pools, although there were spots, and they had like, do they call them sea urchins, right?
That sounds about right.
They had there was hundreds of them at the bottom, and I even found a cave, like a cave system under the rocks and everything. It was a huge one, by the way, when I was diving or whatever. So that was really cool.
Wow.
So yeah, I really did do the full Polynesian spa thing. Try something new. Sadly, there's no more try something new Kamino.
There are no words.
Well, there's a couple more cities on Kamino. It can be done.
But it's not the same as
Nearest city.
Tapoka.
Forcibly murdered. I just don't get why they
build the
destroyed
spa and
We
build
still
it
have
better.
Genosis.
Yeah.
it. You know what would be cool to see
I'm
in
pretty
this
sure-
episode?
Hmm.
When they sterilize Genosis,
Hmm.
as we've seen in Rebels, that it's like a dead planet. I'm guessing we're going to see something similar to that eventually, since Kamino is they're done with it basically.
Could
Sadly.
be.
Possibly. Yeah, they could kind of expand on that. What happened in Rebels?
Yeah, I just don't get why they had to destroy Tapoka City completely. Like they just took all the resources and everything. They didn't have to destroy it.
Mm. Well,
I'm pretty
maybe
sure
it's
that-
a revenge.
Yep.
Go on. By the way, one question. Do you see me, not see, hear me echoing or what?
No, that's actually good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
your
good.
voice is fine.
Good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
So Kamino, try something new. Huh?
Kamino, try something new. Our
We
clone
should-
brother has fallen into the ocean in Tapoka City.
Guys, we should have a
Yeah.
memorial service for Tapoka City.
Yes, and the spa.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need
I
a
see
memorial
what we'll
service.
do in the near future.
What?
Rest in peace, Camino video tribute.
No, the thing is, I'm actually thinking of doing a meme when I come back home.
Oh, like a tribute video to Kamino?
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah,
The
all
thing
the
is-
Yes,
grand
do it,
scenes
do it,
on
do
it.
it.
With the
Yeah,
million.
just start from episode 2 and then just go through the Clone Wars and then up to its destruction here
Me
in
and
the
Todd
episode.
actually have the idea. You guys know the Lego meme. A man has fallen into the river in Lego City.
Mhm.
You guys know that meme.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
me and Todd have the idea of, since Todd can do Tamara's voice, it would be cool if he did like a clone has fallen into the ocean in Tapoka City, launch the LAAT, and end his suffering
That'd be great.
in his voice. Can you try and do it now? Maybe.
Possibly. Although I can't promise anything. Our clone brother has fallen into the river.
God damn, how could you get so many accents?
Launch the.
in Tapoka City. Launch the LAT gunship and end his suffering.
Let's end the suffering of this clone brother of ours and go kill some Jedi.
Yeah, but I think that would
Just
work
really
better if it's Clone Wars era instead of this Dark Times. But just hearing it in that voice
The,
is
the thing
hilarious.
is, like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna sound a lot better if I like wake up and then start recording like just after I wake up. It's gonna be even better.
Drink something with a bunch of caffeine in it, it'll help boost it.
Yeah, probably.
You know what? You should also practice the hey. When he just yells hey.
No,
I've
instead-
actually seen the Minecraft version of that meme. It was hilarious.
yeah, only instead of saying, hey, he's like, hey.
Yeah, because it's not Boba, it's Boba.
Baba.
Book of Boba.
And
Also,
it's not
guys,
Tatooine, it's Tatooine.
have you guys seen the gym video of Tamara Morris when he's working
Oh,
out?
I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah, with a short interview. That was awesome.
I think we're going to be using
Yeah, we got weapons.
fight scenes, makeup, and it has weapons or whatever.
A yoga bowl.
And his new T-shirt, the Boba Fett.
Yeah, he really, when he said it, it was really hilarious in the clip. Might as well find it for the next one. So yeah.
Yes, new meme material.
Also, guys, how are the projects working with all of you? How's it going in general? Who wants to start off? Jedi Knight, AK, Inquisitor. You know, the Star
I'll
Wars
let the kids play first.
Okay. You guys
So
are working
Jedi
on
Knight.
something?
Actually, I was thinking we have Task Force because he has to do it because he hasn't said too much about his.
Oh yeah. Is it episode 3 or he's
Yeah, it
working on
is.
episode
It
3,
is.
right?
Yeah, episode
Yeah, I'm
1
working
and
on
2 is really
part
amazing.
3 right now of my project, so it's coming along, but it's still a lot of brainstorming and things trying to figure out. Other than that, it should take me probably a few months. Probably by the end of this year, it'll be finished. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Who's next?
Yeah, it's going along so great, man. I read part 1 and part 2. It's amazing, and I can't
Same
wait
here.
for part 3 as well. It's
I
going to
read
be an
only
awesome
part
story.
1.
Yeah, part 2 is really nice as well.
I still didn't read it. I still didn't even get it.
I can send
Yeah.
it to you if you want. And
I'm actually hooked after the ending of part 1. I want to see what happens in the part 2.
I'll send you a copy later of it.
Would be
Deal.
great if that was adapted into this animation style. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, that's what I was on about. That's what I was telling him when I read part 1 and part 2. Like, I just wish, that was animated, and like part 1 could be season 1 and part 2 could be season 2. That could work very well.
The funny thing is, actually, I'm starting to learn about 3D and everything about it. So maybe in a few years, I'll be able to do something with animations.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. And for all those who don't know, AK did the new intro for us for the new type of video that we're doing. The neon lights, Cantina intro and everything.
Sweet.
So yeah, he can do a lot of cool stuff. And if anyone needs anything from him, just go to his channel, contact him. So
You're
that
too
would work
kind.
great. So yeah.
Somehow I work best when I'm too tired or when it's night. That's the time I work best. No, I'm serious.
Same here.
Yeah. Well, everybody's got their own jig, right? So, what about you, Jedi Knight? How's your project coming along, fixing the High Republic?
It's doing good. I grinded on a few more pieces of artwork. I fixed Sarah and Tarek, and they came out the way I wanted. And yes, Luke, before you ask, I gave them eyebrows. Before you say anything, yes. And I actually thought of an idea recently today when I was at work. What if I actually give them hoods to put up for most of the time, just to give them a sense of mystery to them?
Yeah, that could work.
I just want to check one thing with you. They don't look like a boiled cow hemorrhoid anymore, right?
Not the way you envision them.
Oh no.
Good.
Hmm.
That was actually a reference to Robot Chicken.
Oh God.
If you guys remember
Robot Chicken.
Yeah, if you guys
My
remember
lord?
the intro for Darth Sidious, like when he says that it doesn't look like a boiled hemorrhoid, a cow hemorrhoid.
Yeah. I also made the 7th Padawan that we follow in the group of Padawans in the show. Well, series mainly. Her name is Talia Okar, and I thought about giving her a magenta lightsaber, but then I decided maybe she'd look better with a yellow one.
For a moment, I thought you would say Talia al Ghul.
Is there a reason you're going with Okar?
Not really. I just thought the name stuck, and for some reason, I had Nico Okar stuck in my head. At
Yes,
one
that's
point.
what I was on about. Because like, if Nico Okar is the inspiration for that, maybe you should give her a blaster as well.
Yeah. I also want to try and make a group of non-force sensitives to follow too. One of which I might change the name because when I say it out loud a few times, it does sound a bit off. But his name would be Volton Padge as a replacement for that Leox character.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think of it? I know the
Yeah, it's
name's
pretty
a bit
cool.
off.
But then again, you gotta design, an outfit and a look that's gonna go with that name as well.
I mean, the
Indeed.
best way I could describe him is that he has the personality of Atten Rand, he's more of the opposite of Callum Nord as well. And his name, I tried to go with something that was similar to the character Sidon Prax from the 2002 Clone Wars game. Do any of you guys remember him?
Sadly, I never got the chance to play it because I'm not a console peasant like you.
Whatever.
You mean the Clone Wars game, like the Clone Wars?
The
Yeah,
2002 one.
I think it's
Yeah,
only on console. Yeah.
Yeah, that was where the character Sidon Prax first appeared. And he looks really cool, actually.
Also, Jedi Knight, did you happen to play the Revenge of the Sith game, the one that's also on PS2 or whatever?
Nah, I found it at an old game store, but never got the chance.
I actually played that game so many times.
How? On what did you play it?
At my friend's place, PS2.
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna say that you somehow found a mod for it for PC or something like that, because I've been wanting.
There is a emulator for PS2 games and PS1 games as well for PC, but I have no idea how to get it. I have a friend who does with that type of things, so I can ask him.
I asked him that would be great, honestly, because then
No problem.
if there's an emulator for the PS2, we could also play the Clone Wars that Jedi Knight mentions. I mean, I know about the game, but I never had a chance to play it. But I'd love to.
I could actually mod my PS2, but there's a process I have to do that will delete everything on it, which is jailbreaking.
Oh,
Yeah, I have to do that if I want to mod stuff on it, and part of me doesn't because, let's just say, a lot of nostalgic times resulted in a lot of pain in the ass levels. That didn't make any sense, but oh well.
Oh, I know the feel.
Where did,
well, yep.
well, I don't know, went away.
Also, AK, how's the Ira Kismera doing and stuff like that?
I have so many projects right now. IREC is like I have the concepts and everything done. I started making the piece and recording it. I'm planning on finishing it till the next week. So you try to make a script, Todd can record it and send it to me so I can edit it all together and send it over. Next to that, right now I'm editing Red Hood piece. Next to that, I have to finish Wolf piece. I have a sketch for a Joker, and I'm stuck on chapter 19 of my book for like last 2 months.
Wow. Oh. So you started like 20 projects at the same time.
Yeah,
and
my
you're-
headphones are on.
I mean, I do that all the time. And there are exams and everything, so yeah.
Mhm.
Like in last 3 days, I went and had like around 25 or 30 exams in last 3 days.
Mhm.
Damn.
And the other time that I'm not doing exams, I'm trying to or edit or make a sketch or finish the piece or record or whatever.
Nice. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to seeing the artwork for Lord Nyax, as they like to call him, with the lightsaber suit, because there's not a lot about him. You know, there's like a single official image and maybe one or two pieces of art, and I'm guessing one's going to be top notch. Since he's doing,
You know
he's doing-
how they make concept art for movies? There are 2 stages. a sketch, then a base drawing, and then like to make it look like realistic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going for the third option: photo manipulation, graphic design, and everything.
Mm-hmm. You're also having him duel against Luke Skywalker on Coruscant,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, in Jedi Temple. That's
Then-
pain in the ass to make. I started
I'm-
making 3D models for the things I need because I can't find the correct pieces for the temple. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just make pieces myself.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm honestly very much.
Oh, you
looking
said
forward to
3D
seeing it.
models, right?
What?
Basically, a little. I'm still not good at it. I'm still learning about 3D modeling and everything. But I'm becoming better every day. I'm still doing basic things like walls, textures, and things like that. But characters, oh no, 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 no.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm looking forward to seeing Irakis Marin's lightsaber suit the most probably.
The
Like,
hardest
yeah.
part for him is finding the correct textures and images, actually, because I'm composing him from scratch.
Mhm.
The
Are you
hardest
using?
thing right now,
Mhm.
I made a sketch, I made a pose, and now I have to put everything to that and make it look realistic. And there can be no like what's it called in English? Not distractions, but distortions.
Mhm.
So that will be a bit tricky, but I'll manage.
Did you the image that you can see that you can find on Wikipedia? Is that like the inspiration for him, like the suit
I mean,
design there?
I used that image. I have it right here on my desktop right now. Uh, I put it next to when I was doing sketches. I put it next to poses. I did few poses, and I decided on a pose. Then I took this image, made like every part of the armor special sketch for that, and then looking at those sketches and the only image that he has, I try to replicate that on the final sketch as much as I can. And
Mhm.
now they will be composing everything. And now the hard part is finding the right assets.
Yeah.
I mean, Luke will be easy. You can find Luke pretty easily in
Yeah, but this
high
guy's very
quality.
rare.
Mhm.
Indeed.
That's honestly a very unique character in Star Wars when you look at
And
it.
not just that. I mean, to do Luke, I can quietly just take just a body, an atomic body, put it in some shape, play with textures of capes, make a hood, give him like find a sweater, take the arms off the sweater, give him hands and the lightsaber, and that's it. Because he'll be turned from back. But the
Yeah.
guy with sabers is on a specific pose. He's in front of Luke. They're watching directly at him,
Mm-hmm.
and he has so many details. So that will
Nice.
be fun.
Oh, there are no words.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like I think I have like 30 assets already found for him. Wait 1 second. I'm trying to get him in a 4K, so it's actually doing quite good. 1 second just to find
You're gonna
it.
show it off?
1 second just so I can find it.
Mm-hmm. No problem. Honestly, I've been thinking about doing more of these stormtrooper conversation things when I get back home. And also, I was gonna ask you guys. Me and Todd were thinking about even doing a short of Cara Dune, like a Rangers of the High Republic mini episode or something like that. And we're going to think about what the short story could be about it. So, do you guys have any idea? We want it to be based about 3 years after The Mandalorian, although in the EU timeline. Does anyone have any suggestions? My idea so far is I'd love to incorporate Ram Kota's militia, which is now the New Republic Rom Coda's militia. Not rebel type, and maybe even show Rom Coda or something like that. So those are some types of characters that I'd like to use. Maybe fight the Imperial Remnant in the EU timeline with Cara Dune. But we need a coherent story.
Okay, can you just share the screen, Todd?
And I did. Go ahead and do it.
I mean, the 4K textures are pain in the ass to find.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not easy, but it's working. And I'm planning on using the inspiration behind Bucky's arm because it can help dramatically.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so here's the image of the Jedi Temple, right?
Mhm. I actually took, I think, this image, cut these parts out, like the upper part, like the balcony, and down below, I'm planning on making like 2005 Battlefront 2.
Yeah. Nice.
I'll be right back. Let me just open the file.
Also, your mic is kind of.
I know, because I'm touching the mouse, so it's too close to mic. If I was move it right now, you hear anything? People.
No, it's good now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's good.
Let me just find the models that I made already.
Okay, so it looks like Iron Inquisitor left us for some reason.
Must be internet connection issues.
Yeah, probably. It happens.
And the thing is, I thought that I was going to be the one with the connection issues, since I'm not home.
Okay, I can share it again.
And yet it held up perfectly.
Yep. Let's see.
I mean,
There are no
I'm planning
words.
on using the guy from the Geonosis for Luke bases because it will be way easier just to redo it. And over here, I started working on this, making the models.
We really
That's the sketch.
got through the episode really fast here. Oh, so that's the way he's going to look like. So.
Yeah, and here is his pose.
Cool.
I like that he's going to have. He has 6 lightsaber blades coming out of the suit, right?
Yeah, this page here was just for the armor itself.
Yeah, I think it's
there's so
6
many
out of the
details.
arms and then 2 from the legs as well.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, so it's
5, 6, 7, 8. 8 altogether.
Yeah.
Cool. For some reason, it kind of reminds me of Iron. It always did.
I mean, the pose itself was a bit inspired because he looks like Mark 7, I think.
Indeed.
So, just I think he'll be a bit, actually, smaller. Yeah, that's the perspective in that. I mean, to make Luke, it will be easy. Background, it can work, but him, it will be a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Too bad this guy didn't get more stories, honestly.
Yeah, it's a really cool concept.
Yep.
You know what's
It's
the worst part?
definitely something new.
But I think the worst part about it is that a lot of people give it a lot of shit because it's a lightsaber suit and that it's absurd and, idiotic. That's how they shot all over the EU then.
This was some somewhere around maybe.
Hey guys,
a month from now.
the sound's very bad for some reason.
Oh, sorry, my mouse was close again. This will be coming, I think, in a month. A video for it because
Oh,
I
that's
have
a
like
cool
2 or
one.
3 already.
Nice. Is that like
This will be more of
finished
a
or?
tutorial.
Mhm.
I'm planning on making tutorials now.
Nice. All right, guys. So, do you think it's time we cut this?
Sure.
All right. Well, in that case, I just want to thank everyone for coming here, talking to us, and everything. And we hope to see you in the next one as well. So, you guys have a good evening and a good day. And may the force be with you always.
Yep.
Have a
And
nice one.
also
All right.
check out all the links below as well.
Indeed. All right, guys. Have a good day.